guys, and welcome to my July wrap-up and August TBR. Now this is my first video and I don't really have an introduction for you guys, but I feel that knowing by what the person reads gives much more feeling of the channel itself. So I thought I would start with something very basic, almost every YouTuber does. And we're talking about the 4 books I've read in the month of July, and also briefly gonna talk about the 3 did not finish books because this exists. So the first book I'm gonna talk about is actually The Titan's Curse by Ricky Riordan, third book in the Percy Jackson series, which is very pop. So I think I need to give you a synopsis of the series, but I'm gonna talk about my fifth. And I really want to discuss the books with you guys, what to think about them, and all this shit. So first of all, I went back to reading because I've been reading a lot on Wattpad, and if you don't know, this is the website where you write stories and people read it and like it and follow you. And it's really cute. So I was just going through my Discover This Story section of, and this book popped out. I think it was called something like These Annoying Moments in Percy Jackson, the Olympians and Heroes of Olympus fanfiction, and I read it and laughed a lot. I really enjoyed it, and it was mentioning this character. Just one character that his name was Nico DeAndre. I don't want to spoil you, but he just was like a kind of a grumpy cat who is addicted to McDonald's, and I'm like, oh my god, just from the description of the fandom, I really love him. And then I go through fan art, and there's a Nico fan art about him being in book 3. I read the first 2 books 2 years ago, and back then was like, no, like it's cute, but nothing motivates me. Like I tried to read the third book so many times. Nico DeAndre is what made it for me. So this is why I started reading this, and it was a lot of fun. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars for full enjoyment. The next book that I read was Emerald Green by Kirsten Gear, the third and final book in the Precious Stones trilogy. This book was certainly entertaining, and it matches my polish. I really enjoyed this book. I give it 4 out of 5 stars, I believe. I don't want to spoil you for the third book, but I'll give you a short synopsis of the series. It's about a girl named Gwen who comes from a family of time travelers, and she discovers she has this gene who was supposed to go to her cousin Charlotte that gives you time travel abilities. But the problem is she wasn't prepared for time travel like her cousin. It's a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of just getting into trouble. It was a cute series. It didn't take itself too seriously, which I enjoyed, yeah. Even though I think my younger self would love it even more. It's more for young readers, and it was cute. Can't be romantic to all the teenagers out there, all twins. Yeah, the book that doesn't talk about twins so much. That's the other thing. The next 2 books are the 4th and 5th book in the Percy Jackson series, The Battle of the Labyrinth and The Last Olympian, which I enjoyed both much more than The Titan's Curse. It was much more dance, it was character building, there was a lot of Percy buff. So here are the stuff I read this month, so now I'm going to talk about what I couldn't finish, like almost physically, just hurt me. And the first book I'm going to talk about is Simone by Karen Armstrong in Dark Powers trilogy, first book. I actually don't care, because this book was I didn't read much of it. Like maybe I got the chance, maybe. But the thing is, this is a book about a girl who sees dead people, blah blah blah. We already saw the trope, and I've tried to read this book. This is like the 10th time I tried to read this book. I can't anymore. Like I got to page 20 something finally, and I just couldn't take it. The next book, you guys are going to hate me for not finishing. Please don't get offended because it's all personal opinion, and if I choose not to finish a book, it is my right to do so. And that is, I don't want to talk about why I did not finish this book, because I already just, everyone loved it, everyone just loved the movie, the first one, the second one, third, second or something, I don't know, I don't know. Did not enjoy, just... The next book I did not finish was actually an award-winning novel, so yeah, you see a pattern, just not liking anything that is bestseller, just being very weird about it. So it's the book How I Live Now, and I really don't get it. It's one of those books who get words and people just rave about them like they're amazing and like nothing else was written better than that. I really don't get it. So now on to my TBR. I'm actually reading right now The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. This is the first book in the Heroes of Olympus series. Actual TBR, I was going to build it actually around the reader because we have challenges. So the first challenge is read a book with beyond the cover, and I'm not choosing a book for that because I'll just read whatever I want that has blue, like some of the books in this pile are blue, so like several. Read a book by an author who shares the same first letter in your last name, and my last name starts with a C, so I just pick the half. I chose for this challenge actually a book that I really want to read, so it's like another challenge. And oh, this challenge I actually really like. Read someone else's favorite book. For this, I'm going to go with Thought of Smoking Bomb by Laini Taylor, the first in a trilogy. Now you don't know this because this is my first video I never talked about, but Katastic is like the first booktuber I ever watched. The next challenge is read the last book you acquired. I got from a library recently a book set by an author that everybody loves. Like everybody loves Brad and Sarah's. And I know what you're thinking. What's waiting? And that is Too Hard by Brandon Sanderson. Hear a lot of hype on BookTube about it. Like the author actually. The Miss Burns trilogy is just like everyone just love it, like it's the best ever, and I need to jump on this Brandon Sanderson. Now this is actually a challenge I really want to try. Finish a book without letting go. How about 3 books just in a row, just not letting go of them? So I'll try to be reading this BookTubeATon, and I'm going to try and count it all because they're all in Japanese. And Japanese is not as easy as English for me, so I'm going to count them all. And this is practically the entire pile. Oh my god, I didn't even try, but I got 7 books here. Not even try. And now I have 2 more books that I want to read this month, hopefully soon. That is, the first book is La Miel, which is an indie book that Matt Galley sent to me, and when I finish it, I'll have a review. And also, I got in the library the first in the Mistborn trilogy, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I would including my TBR, the books I already read. Like I already finished 2 books, which I have reviews up soon because those were arcs that were sent to me, and I'm late with both of them. Hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it's kind of sucky, but I'll try my best to have lateral lighting or maybe better sound and better editing because I'm really rushed. But I'll see you guys soon. So bye bye.